listen up, and the crowd now waking up. The King Kong truck full up on the vibe, and nothing can break it up. The girl them a wine and stop. We have the drinks them in my cup. Boom, we're gonna party all night. We're ready for the road. Yo, unroll the bar, smart thing. The King truck up ahead. Yeah, we ready, we're ready. Yeah, we ready, we're ready. Yeah, we ready, we're ready. Unroll the mass with the King Kong truck. Ready.
Oh my God, y'all. Last night was a movie. Listen, we went to Travis World, and all I know is it was lit. Don't mind me, I love my bacon. And I stole somebody's soul last night. I think it was Steven. When I say I stole his soul, I am looking forward to this whole week. It was only Tuesday, and we was going up. Listen.
This morning we got to sleep in like a little bit, and then we got ready. We were out the house, and we didn't know where we were going today. We pull up, and I see the Lila Nicole studio, and my mind was just like, oh my God, where are we going?
Today I'm taking the cast to the infamous Lila Nicole Studios to meet with Lila Nicole and a few special guests. Today we're here at Lila Nicole Studios with Lila herself. Lila, just tell me a little bit about this space.
First, welcome to my space.
Thank you.
Here are some of my beautiful costumes and my current ones, so I switch them out all the time. So on this side we have like some of our wardrobe and some of our products, what we do, like resort wear, active wear, but here's the cool stuff. Let me show you guys. So I design for the Super Bowl. I do like a lot of talent like Kanye West or the Hip Hop Awards, Grammys, so and so on. So here's some of the actual costumes from the Super Bowl. This is Snoop Dogg. This was for Anderson .Paak.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these were some custom cheerleaders that went for Snoop. This is from Eminem's segment. And I'm a diehard Kanye fan, although I'm kind of annoyed with him today. But this, I am. This is from Kanye's Donda concert. And these are all from some of his shows. So I keep little trinkets in here of my work and almost like my own portfolio when you walk in.
Yeah, so how did you transition to Carnival costumes? Because Carnival costumes is like your latest addition to...
So I went to Jamaica and just kind of found resale costumes and ended up jumping on Exodus. It was my first time in Carnival and I fell in love immediately. So my background is costume design.
Right.
So I just kind of reached out to everybody here in Miami and I was like, I want to be a part of it. And they took me pretty quickly. I normally do prototypes, so it's very easy to kind of transition.
Right.
Minus the feathers, because the feathers kick my ass all the time.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
So I just really love the culture. I love the vibes. I love the music, and I just kind of fell in, and we've been going hard ever since.
Okay, and a little bit about this space. I see lots happening. I see like a huge printer. Do you make your own fabrics?
So when someone gives me a concept and a theme for their designs, I really like to make it true to what it is.
Right.
So the designs and the fabrics are made. So I'll do all the graphic design in my computer, then I'll print and make the fabrics and then do the patterns and the gemming as well. So this one, you could kind of see it, but it was inspired by like black and white hand painting. So it was a culture that used a lot of like chalk and paint in their designs. So I wanted to take that and translate it into something that was tribal, but a little fashionable. So that's what all the black and whites are, paired with some color in this one. Sahara is inspired by a sunset, and if you look, the print on the bottom kind of looks like the sand, like the tracks. And then I tried to do the ombres of the feathers, so it felt like a sunset. So we can really tailor things to exactly what we want, and we're not limited in terms of design. It's a lot.
So do you actually sit here and do the beading and the sewing of the swimsuits? Everything is done here?
You want to see my space?
Yes.
Come on, let's go for a walk. But I have some friends here. Do you want to meet my friends? So I have some friends here today that I'd like for you to meet. They're big in Carnival. We have kind of a legend in Miami Carnival. So Here's Giselle from Wasi Ones. She's a G in this industry and has lots of years of experience and has a really big band here in Miami. And this fantastic, fabulous gentleman is Drew, who has incredible costume work and does a lot of like beautiful feathers and swimwear and is a pioneer as well in different elements of costume and fashion. So
And he's my bestie.
And I know him. I know him pretty well. He gets to deal with me all the time when I come and mess up his store, pulling feathers, and I'm there for like 5 hours.
But that's like kind of the beauty of Carnival. We're all connected, you know.
Oh my gosh, Drew, he was so sweet. I loved Drew.
Drew is actually one of my favorite designers.
I wanted to do Carnival, and growing up, you know, your parents like, you can't go Carnival. You're too young. So I finally came up here and I was like, I'm gonna do it. You know, everybody comes here, it's a melting pot, and you get thrown from your home essentially to a whole new space. Everything is America, everything foreign, yogurt and all these things that you're not used to, different kinds of fruits, and you're trying to find your space. You're trying to find somewhere where you feel comfortable because you have your entire family. I was asked to visit a mass camp to help, and while I was there I met Giselle, the Wasi one, who is now my best friend. She and her mom have been my mentors, and they're the ones that actually got me into Carnival. So just from helping them, they encouraged me to start designing sections, start thinking outside of the box, and I guess they saw something in me that I mean, I was totally just business school, just a Chinese man from Jamaica, just trying to make it. I've had the opportunity to not only work here in Miami for pageants and Carnival. I've done that outside of the US, within the Caribbean, and even crossed over into Canada. So it's been an amazing journey as far as my Carnival career is concerned. I'm able to give back something to my community, and I also feel a responsibility to help inspire other creatives as well. This Caribbean is a melting pot. Florida is like the biggest melting pot, the melting pot of all melting pots. I want to definitely continue to contribute to that, especially, you know, seeing, you know, what Giselle inspired in me. I want to also be an inspiration for other people as well. Figure out ways to make the industry sustainable. Figure out ways to make Carnival better, you know, so we have these good road-ready experiences.
The cast arrived and we're given a tour of the studio. Let's get them ready for their next challenge.
So all the prototypes, which is like the first one, I do it. So I'll design the fabric, I'll design the prints, I'll do the patterns, I'll do the gemming, and I do the feathers. I don't have anyone that helps me do that. I like that process, that's my baby, and I don't want to give it to someone else. So we start there, and then like when you guys start to make your orders based on whatever your bra size, your bottom, then we'll bring in my team to help do the production of it. So we can do 1 to 10,000, you know, it just depends on how much time we have. And then we'll have people like, she might just be in charge of the gemming, she might just be sewing, someone might just be making sure our fabric is put together, but it becomes a very big production. They could tell you it's super challenging because a lot of the time people don't know their body size. So every costume, and you can
I actually feel like women do know their body size, but they talk about their projected body size when ordering costumes.
Yes,
I feel like they look at the paper and I'm a large, but I will be a medium by Carnival.
Yes.
And their hands shake, and then they put that M, and then they come by Carnival because they haven't made their goal.
Yeah.
And they drive us crazy.
So each costume, in case you guys know, they don't have hundreds of costumes waiting for you. Most of the time, they are made specific per your order. Some might have a couple extra, but it would be like a generic small, a generic medium, not tailored to if you're smaller, whatever your body's like, right? So,
Correct.
And that's only sometimes. Some bands literally make exactly the order is. So if you do not know your size and then you come and you're like, it's 5 sizes too small, like that's not on us, you know, it's us trying to follow what you asked for. So the production process of Carnival, I think, is the hardest.
I knew all of the designers, so I was just like, you know, it's crazy because people say it to us, like, oh, I feel like I know you, you've seen them, but just seeing them, that's exactly how I felt. Love Giselle, Wasi One, of course, Drew and his designs, like I'm obsessed, and of course Lila Nicole herself.
So we have like a little a little craft? What are we going to call it?
Road Ready Challenge.
Road Ready Challenge. So we're going to have a Road Ready Challenge for you guys. So Drew has been so kind. He also works with Schumann Feathers. So he's brought some supplies for you guys to do something. So Drew, you want to tell us what they're going to do?
So I have some headbands for you guys. You know, you guys have a lot of time to party, but it takes us a lot of energy and effort to put out costume for you guys, and so much detail that goes into it. And I kind of wanted to throw you guys into that experience a little. So I have headbands, I have some stones, I have some feathers, and I want you guys to get a little creative. Get fun with it, and I want you guys to make something that embodies the Road Ready experience and how you feel about Carnival. So 4 things I want to look out for and what we're going to be judging on. You know, we're going to be keeping this.
Take my notes right now.
You know, it's Miami Carnival, right? Yes. So I'm going to be looking at creativity, the technique, and the design. And the last part is having fun. How you guys, your technique, meaning how you use glue, your material.
How you use the material that you have.
The shapes that you create.
How you make sure it stays on your product too, right? So making sure you put it so when you put it on, it doesn't completely fall apart, and you'll learn that really fast. You'll get a new appreciation for.
Are they using glue guns?
Yes.
Even better.
Okay, let me share something with you.
Don't get burned.
Right? They will burn the shit out of you.
You got nails. You got nails.
Give it a second.
Be very careful.
Oh yeah, nails.
Yeah.
Even if you put it down and you see a drop of glue, it's probably still going to singe you. So be very respectful.
Don't go over the polish, but when we're working, our fingers are blisters.
Bubbles, cuts, everywhere.
Scrapes.
Right, you see,
everywhere.
long sleeves, long skirt.
Yeah.
There technically is no class to become a Carnival costume designer. This is definitely a work of passion, a work of love, and truly a work of creativity. So you know that I think that's why you created this challenge, so that you guys have just a little more respect before you go and say, I don't understand why this happened.
I'm missing a stone.
What do you mean it have 5 instead of 12?
There's a feather that's to the left. I want a different turn feather.
And again, feathers are something that are basically one-sided. You don't have a two-sided feather, so that's also technique to make it look this way and that way. So like I say, this experience hopefully will teach a lot of people some great lessons about Carnival.
Okay, so we're going to get the pieces for you guys to work on, and this is really cool. You know, you can either wear them Carnival Day if you want, you can wear them to Juve, you can wear them to prance around the house later, anything you like to.
What you think, Liz?
Halloween is coming.
The cast jumped into the challenge to make their Carnival headbands. I can't wait to see how this all works out.
Definitely a great experience meeting Giselle and Wasi. Been following her for a few years now, just like literally like on a DJ aspect, on a DJ perspective, just seeing the things that she do.
My name is Giselle Blanche, aka Giselle the Wasi One. So I guess the reason why I'm here at Road Ready TV for this Miami Carnival segment is because I have the longest standing band in Miami Carnival. I actually started my band at 14 years old. I'm historically the youngest band leader anywhere in the world. I have a band here in Miami, but I also have one in Trinidad as well that I started. And for me, Carnival is inclusive. You have bands that are considered all-inclusive, and what that means is that you get everything. You get food, you get drinks, you get costume, everything. You don't have to go anywhere else but here. We have everything for you here. And so, to be honest with you, we were like the first band in Miami to be all-inclusive. We were the first band in Miami to do wire bras. Actually, my mom is my designer, and she's 74 years old. She'll be 75 on October the 11th. She's still my designer. She's still the most amazing. She's still the best. She was one of the first people to put a wire bra on the road. And let me tell you, they lambasted me. They said some of everything about us. Wire bras and thongs, that was unheard of 30 years ago. And we did that. And now if you look at Carnival, all it is wire bras and thongs now. That necessarily was my goal, but we did definitely want to add that sexy element into the whole thing. But I'll definitely tell you this, everything that I have in me, all of the love and passion that I have for my culture, I put it out every time I get the opportunity. Well, I was born and raised in the biggest island in the world, that's Brooklyn, New York. My parents are from Trinidad and Tobago, but I'm a Caribbean girl. I represent some of everybody. I've been blessed. I'm also a DJ and a radio personality, so I go all over the world representing the music. I don't know if you know or not, but I'm the last band on the road for Miami Carnival. So initially, it was done as a punishment when nobody wanted to be last, so they decided to go in alphabetical order. The name of my band is Wasi Ones. W, where would I be at the end? Little did they know what they tried to do to punish me would be the greatest blessing that they ever gave me. I'm the last band on the road. Everybody from every other band comes back and takes a jump with me because I'm Wasi. We had the climax to Miami Carnival. What's next is glory. What's next is reaping. When you invest so much of your time and energy into something, all you want to know is that it won't die, that it will continue. People that are in it. I believe in every single band leader. I believe in every single artist. I believe in every single DJ. I believe in every single media person. I believe in Road Ready TV. You understand? Because it's an avenue and it's a platform. Whether it reaches 5 people or 5 million, it's more people that know now than they did before.
So we actually got to design our own headpiece. It was a competition we had, and it was a lot of fun, and it makes you have a mad respect for just when you get your costume. I've always been that lenient person, like, it's okay, man, it's okay, but we do pay the money. But then doing that in the time span and realizing, like, mass production, how much they have to do, like, these are hand beaded work. You're dealing with hot glue, and so I have a large respect for it, even more so.
Now that you had the opportunity to put your hands into something like this, right? Mm-hmm. Tell me what you think.
So let's start with you. Yeah.
The biggest struggle for me was like the glue hanging, because that's a pet peeve of mine, is when there's like extra glue on my headpiece. So I was trying not to get it, and I'm like pulling, it's like stringy. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, she sound like it. Yes, that's her.
It's like, oh my gosh. But then, like, the glue wasn't that hot. I was like, it was kind of burn, but like it felt good. I didn't really mind it. It wasn't that hot though. It was on low.
So what did you think about doing this? Did it help you gain a little appreciation?
Of course, a lot of appreciation. Because
did you get burned at all?
A little bit. With the little gems, especially like with long nails, it's hard to put the glue, and then you're like, oh, okay, and it's not in the right place, and then it's like, okay, what do I do now?
Do you think that you could sit and mass produce? No.
I was so I glued this side, and when I got to the other side, I started just getting like tired, so then I was
frustrated.
Not like I was getting sloppy with it.
He's like, what about you? Did you feel like
I feel like I could mass produce. I like, the process and, like making sure that things are matching up.
Okay.
But like, I think doing it by yourself would be like really difficult because you don't have like that second opinion. And maybe even like in the mirror, because the mirror is like the reflection and you have to line it up and whatever.
Okay, so think about the time that.
Right, you don't have enough time to do all of that for one headband.
How about you guys? What's your experience? What would you say?
I can see how this is like. It feels soothing, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel good, especially if you.
It's like a sip of paint.
Yeah, like you play music and stuff with lyrical vibes and stuff.
That's because you didn't have 100 people to make it.
That's what I'm saying.
Someone should do it. Someone should do it.
I think on the other side, though, I can see where it can get very, very frustrating.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you had to make 100 of those?
No. And you only have like 2 months.
My problem wasn't so much like I could definitely do mass production. That wasn't the issue. It was more so coming up with a prototype. That's where it was. So I think the issue, and I'm sure you guys have to still deal with it, is what looks too busy, what is like just enough. What is someone gonna look at and be like, where are my gems?
Yeah.
Like, why is it just some material, right? Well, the fabric helps with that. But I think that's where the conflict came in. But
so I noticed most of you use the same gemming because the colors match. But sometimes it's better to go completely
outside the
in
box.
the opposite so that those expensive gems are screaming. You know what I mean?
To be honest, like I like the experience, but no, not for me. But I'm not gonna complain about nothing anymore. Like for sure.
Yay!
There's a feather missing.
That's a win for our team.
Right. I did not know where to start though. When you guys said we had to do this, I was like, I'm so not artsy. I can't even draw a circle.
But it is therapeutic, right? But it's therapeutic and frustrating at the same time, right? Because we don't design for what we like. We have to think about you guys.
Yes.
So if it was all my personality all the time, like I'd be excluding what might catch your eye or might draw you, right? And then even when we're doing a female, we need to find a male costume to kind of like make them go together so that you feel maybe, masculine, or sometimes too feminine, whatever the person's personality is. So it's definitely a little harder when we have to like think what would they like or what, not just what I want. Rachel, what are you saying?
I think in all guys, you guys doing this here, I hope you understand and appreciate the fact that Carnival is not a costume.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So Carnival's bringing everybody together in one space. Right? It's that unity, it's that it's doing things with love. Right? It's carrying out things in the right way. So when you guys make your costumes, you know what we go through. We have to put a lot of love into that.
Right.
So you guys can have that ultimate Carnival experience.
He just gave you the Oprah definition.
Wow, I just got goosebumps.
No, but it's
I
the
take my
truth.
craft seriously. I take my culture seriously, guys. And you know, if that's a part of you, you should too.
This is my contribution to the thing that I love the most, right? If I fall short on a feather or a stone, I don't want to be discredited for the love and the passion that I have. And I hope that you guys at least felt that part of it. That is so real.
Yeah.
So real for us. You know, so when people feel like it's cool to go and say, oh, I don't understand why they didn't do this or they didn't do that. Because sometimes we really don't know. Like I keep telling you guys, there was never a class, there's not a course that you could go to become a carnival designer.
No sipping gem.
Or to
Not
do
yet.
anything that is, to be honest, the only thing that you have a class for culturally is pan. Other than that, everything is passion and what you feel inside. And I really and truly hope that not only will you keep it here, but you'll share it with your friends and let them know that, hey, this is so much deeper than we think, so much deeper.
So guys, let's talk about today. We're here in my space, and I'll tell you a little bit about my background. I design from my heart and from my feelings. So my whole life, I've kind of been in this space where I took things and I changed them and I made them to my own. Like I would take teddy bears when I was little and put fresh little outfits on them and put gems and bows and all that stuff. And that was like my happy place. So I've always lived in this creative world that makes me feel good. So today, now that we're here, like my office is so special to me because it's like my presentation of moments that really are special. So, you know, you see like Kanye's like an icon artist to me, and I have him here. And now we have like this beautiful show that's, you know, embodying the elements of Carnival and telling you things that people don't know outside of just wearing a costume. And, you know, we're able to kind of teach the cast and show them how to make a costume, how important it is for us, the technique that's involved. And I think it's pretty awesome to have everybody here to see like, it takes a lot of work for all of us to put a carnival together, to have the music, to have the DJs, to have the costumes, and to get you masqueraders to come and to just have a good time with us. So I hope that you spending some time here in our space has given you some education, and you've also learned like it's fun, it feels good, and it takes so many of us to put like our heart and soul into making Carnival beautiful and making it accessible for everyone. And I love that this show really just kind of shows you the front and the back of what, you know, all of us pour in to give you authentic Carnival with some modernizations and some, you know, new flavors like myself, and being a part of this world that I hope you guys love as much as I do. Okay, so for the guys, we picked two that we're gonna finalize. So the two guys is Fresh and KJ.
So bring your foreman and them first.
So Fresh and KJ, come forward.
Yes.
Congratulations, you're still in the room.
Thank you. And then from the girls, we have Megan and Joe. Okay, so between the girls, right? The reason I'm drawn to yours is beautiful. The reason I'm drawn to yours is because I see your personality the second you put it on, and that's why for me, yours speaks very true. So between the girls, this would be my choice.
I absolutely agree as well. I think you embody the challenge for me, the Road Ready challenge, to embody just yourself and also get creative. I like what you did as well, and I love everybody's headpiece, by the way, but I think you took it home with the synopsis.
Yeah, we had to pick, and
we have a
we all agree on yours.
Right?
Okay, all right.
And you can still have your gem.
So, for me, I like both of you, so they're gonna have to choose this one. I feel like you would actually wear this on the road. This feels very true to you, and it feels very organic to a male costume.
Right.
So that's what drew me to stand out. And art is an expression of who you are, so that's why I'm drawn to yours as well. So I cannot pick between the two. I just helped eliminate it to the two. So
Right. I in the same place, so it looked like we stuck in that. So Carnival, especially when it comes to male costumes, let me talk about this. Is extremely difficult. If in my band, you would both be an option. I just want to say that. In my band, I would have both options. I'm telling you the truth. That's so I can't pick. And you're on, Drew.
Yeah, so it's down to me, basically.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so looking at the design and the composition and everything, I like the way both of you guys use the materials. However, I'm more directed towards his costume in terms of how he moved in it, his synopsis. I love it, sir.
So you guys, you guys did an amazing job with this challenge. I feel like
Hulk.
Yes, all of that. I feel like Hulk. And I also feel like all our liquor get to work with Wasi ones next year to design some costumes. To be honest with you guys, it doesn't matter how many gems you have, what your bodysuit looks like, what your shorts look like, or what your backpack looks like. It's all from within you. It's about loving your culture. It's about loving the energy and loving the vibe. And I pray that each and every single one of you have an amazing carnival. Thank you guys so much for even considering me to be here today. I pray that we bounce up somewhere else and we can have the drinks that I talked about.
Oh my God. Lila Nicole Studio or Production Center. That was everything. As a masquerader, I was able to make my own headpiece. Like, yo, that was so lit, seeing all the costumes. Like, I am so ready. I'm turned up. Like, that really was so cool to be able to be in there. But I'm definitely thankful for that opportunity. That was like a dream come true, real talk.
Up ahead, yeah, we ready. We're ready. Yeah, we ready. We're ready. Yeah, we ready. We're ready. Unroll the mask with the king come truck. Ready.